Have you ever wanted to build a complete 2D farming game with AI inside Godot? In this video, I'll show you how to connect Antigravity IDE with Godot using MCP on Windows. Then we'll ask AI to build an entire farming game, fix bugs, add new features, and watch the game improve step by step. Let's get started. First, open Google and search for Antigravity Download. Open the official Antigravity download page. Scroll down until you find Antigravity IDE, then download and install it. After installation, sign in with your Google account and complete the basic setup. You can leave every option at its default value. Next, search for Godot Download. Open the official Godot website, then click Download Godot Engine. Since Godot is distributed as a zip file, save it to your Downloads folder. After the download finishes, right-click the zip file and choose Extract here. Rename the executable to Godot.exe. Copy the executable. Now open your C drive, enter the Program Files folder, create a new folder named Godot, and paste Godot.exe inside it. Next, search for Godot MCP. Open the first GitHub repository from Coding Solo. Scroll down until you find the Other MCP Clients section. Expand it. You'll see a JSON configuration that will copy into Antigravity. Now open Antigravity IDE. Click the three-dot button in the top right corner. Select MCP Servers, then click Manage MCP Servers above the MCP store. On the left panel, click View Raw Config. If this is your first MCP server, the configuration file should be empty. Since we haven't copied the configuration yet, let's go back to GitHub and copy the JSON code. Now paste it into the configuration file. Great, we're already about 90% finished. The last thing we need to do is update the Godot executable path. Go back to the folder where Godot.exe is stored. Click the address bar to copy the folder path. Or you can right-click Godot.exe, choose Properties, and copy the location value. Back inside the JSON configuration, replace the default Godot path while keeping the quotation marks. Then append \godot.exe to the end. Because this is a JSON file, backslashes are escape characters, so we need to add another backslash. The final path should look like this. Save the configuration file. Congratulations, the Godot MCP server setup is complete. Close Antigravity IDE completely. Now let's verify that everything works correctly. Open Godot. Create a new project. Choose your project folder. I'll name mine Harvest Game. If you don't use Git, simply select None. Click Create. Our empty project is ready. Now reopen Antigravity IDE. Open Manage MCP Servers again. You may see an environment path warning. Don't worry. Simply click Refresh. The warning disappears and you'll see the available MCP permissions. Close the MCP window. Click Open Folder and select the Godot project we just created. When prompted, click Trust Authors. Select the latest Gemini 3.6 Flash High model. Now type this prompt: please check connection to Godot. Approve the requested permissions. After a few seconds, Antigravity confirms that the Godot MCP server is connected successfully and even displays our project information. Awesome. Now comes the fun part. Let's ask Antigravity to build a complete farming game. I'll use this prompt: create a 2D harvest game for me. It should have a cartoon art style and an attractive seed selection UI, as well as harvestable trees. The game should include a 2D character who can plant seeds and harvest them after they have grown. The growth should happen in real time, and the game should be simple enough for a quick demo prototype. Antigravity generates an implementation plan. Review it, then click Proceed. It immediately starts generating assets, scripts, UI, and gameplay systems. If Windows notifications become annoying, click the three-dot button and turn them off. Soon the interface appears. I can see coin icons, fruit counters for apple, cherry, and starfruit, along with 3 seed selection buttons at the bottom. The project folder also appears inside Antigravity IDE. After a few moments, the project is complete. It has generated cartoon 2D assets, a real-time tree growth system, an interactive seed selection interface, and a complete HUD. Let's test it. An error window appears saying that some assets couldn't be loaded. Interestingly, I can actually see 4 missing images inside the assets folder. I'll capture the missing resources and send them back to Antigravity with the prompt: assets could not be loaded. Antigravity identifies the root cause and automatically fixes the missing assets. After reloading the project, everything loads correctly. Inside the scenes folder, we now have the HUD, main, player, and soil plot scenes. The scripts folder contains the game manager, HUD, player, and soil plot scripts. Let's press play. I'll maximize the game window. The player appears in the center of the screen. I can move using the WASD keys. However, I immediately notice several problems. The player faces the wrong direction while moving. The character and tree sprites still have white backgrounds. Clicking on a soil plot doesn't plant a seed. Fortunately, pressing the E key works. The tree starts growing with a nice progress bar. Now let's try planting a cherry tree. It's still using the apple tree artwork. The same thing happens with starfruit. Looks like we have quite a few bugs to fix. Let's start with the white backgrounds. I'll send this prompt. The UI assets all have white backgrounds. I want them to be transparent. Antigravity regenerates the affected assets. Let's test again. The transparent backgrounds look much better now. However, the trees are much larger than the soil plots, so they don't fit correctly. Now let's fix the remaining issues. I'll send this prompt. I need some updates to fix the following issues. The character rotates in the wrong direction when moving left or right. Clicking on a soil plot to plant a seed does not work. The soil plots need to be larger, and the fully grown trees should fit inside them. The cherry tree growth stages are still using the apple tree sprites. The starfruit tree has the same issue. Antigravity reports that everything has been fixed. Let's test again. The player now faces the correct direction. The soil plots are larger. Cherry trees now display correctly. Unfortunately, clicking still doesn't plant a seed, and starfruit still uses the apple artwork. Let's report these remaining issues. I'll send this prompt. Clicking still does not work on the soil plots, and the starfruit sprites are still incorrect. It's using the apple tree instead of starfruit. Antigravity quickly fixes both issues. Let's play one more time. Now clicking on the soil plot works perfectly. The new starfruit artwork appears correctly. When I harvest a tree, the coin counter increases, the fruit counter updates, and a nice pop-up animation appears. This already feels like a real farming game. The more expensive the tree, the more coins you earn. Let's improve it a little more. I'll ask Antigravity to add dragon fruit and allow multiple trees to be planted on each soil plot. While it's working, I'll also ask it to generate sound effects for the game. A few moments later, everything is finished. We now have UI click sounds, planting sounds, harvesting sounds, dragon fruit, and support for up to 4 trees on a single soil plot. All of the artwork and sound effects were generated using Gemini AI, making the entire workflow incredibly convenient without relying on multiple third-party tools. Let's do one final test. Everything sounds great. Dragon fruit works correctly. Multiple trees can now grow on the same soil plot. However, planting and harvesting both use the E key, making it impossible to plant another tree after harvesting. I report this final issue to Antigravity. It quickly updates the gameplay. Now I can plant up to 4 trees by simply clicking different empty spaces on the soil plot. Each tree can also be harvested individually with a single click. At this point, it genuinely feels like a real farming game. With a little more polishing, this could become a very promising project. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more AI game development tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.